What is going on, guys? Noah here with CustomRCMods. Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, I'm at a new filming location, a vacant park here, and we're going to do some cinema whipping today. I've got the diatone Take-In. I recently did a lot of incremental upgrades to this thing, namely of which being the DJI digital system, and I've yet to fly it. I'm super excited to do so. This is going to be my very first flight on digital FPV, so I'm super happy and ready to experience that huge boost in image quality and see how that applies to flying my Cinewhoop. Now, I haven't flown this thing a lot, and I'll talk a little bit more about the state that it was in versus how it is now as I get up in the air. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do it. I also would like to preface this video saying that it's like 35 degrees out, so it's pretty cold. I've got gloves on, but I'm going to have to go gloves off when I get up in the air here. So I'm going to go ahead and get the goggles on, and we'll just see how she flies. Alright, and wow guys, this image looks really crisp. Obviously I already set this up, so I have seen it before. But we're going to see how it flies. I'm going to take my gloves off so I can get better finger dexterity. Let's go ahead and see how she flies. Crystal clear image here. This is completely untuned, by the way. It is Betaflight 4.2 with a few little rate adjustments for Cinewhoops. That were stock on the diatone Take-In, so a little bit of custom tuning on there just from the factory. But again, really haven't messed with it that much, but you can really get all up in these little holes and cracks. Let's see if we can go through here. Yep. Nice and easy. I don't even know what half this playground equipment is. They just renovated this park a little bit. I used to come here when I was young, but I don't even know exactly what this is all about. Very easy to fly precisely with this thing. We're running about like 300 or 400 degrees per second, which is about where you want it for Cinewhoops, just because you're not doing any fast movements either. Just so that's obviously not required to have that snappy feel that you'd want in like a freestyle quad. But we're behind a line of trees here. There's a little bit of breakup along the edges, but nothing crazy. And I do have focus mode on, but I'm guessing it would stay rather crisp if I didn't. Again, 700 milliwatts through here, and I believe there might be something wrong with my antenna. I was here the other day and I had a pretty hard crash onto this basketball court, so I actually already filmed this video, but that just didn't really turn out either. So again, yeah, this is probably my 5th flight total on this Cinewhoop. Obviously the first 4 were on analog, and that was with the Runcam Nano 2. And that system with the 400 milliwatt VTX that it comes with, the diatone Take-In comes with stock. But yeah, so I'm just trying to feel it out here. I also went ahead and upgraded my motors to the T-Motor 1507 motors, 2700 kV for 6S use, and I bought a few 6S 1100 milliamp hour packs, and this thing has got some mad power right here all together. What if? Nope. Get back up in the air here. Alright. I'm also on channel 8, which is a public channel, which is where you're going to have a little bit more interference. So that might be a reason why there's a little breakup on the sides, but I'm going to go ahead and stick to my belief that we're using focus mode, and that is the reason why it's breaking up a little bit on the outside, just so it can get more resolution in the center of the image here. But either way, I'm very happy with it all together. And digital was paramount for these winter months here, just because there's no leaves on the trees, and with analog it's really hard to tell where the scraggle stops and starts all around. So you're going to have a very hard time shooting through gaps here, as you might be able to kind of tell. The digital is way better. You can see all these little sticks right around here, and you can be very precise with everything that you're doing, just because you know the whereabouts of all that stuff there as well. Zooming right around. This is so much fun. This is it. The one thing that digital, I guess I'm still in shock. You know, I thought that I'd have a bigger reaction to flying digital FPV for the first time. You kind of watch all those things, and I definitely agree with all the cliche statements. That it's kind of like flying for the first time again, just because you have so much more detail, and you really just want to explore. Like, I don't really have a lot of inclinations to fly full on, acro and do a bunch of flippy floppies everywhere now, just because, there's so much to see. And that's so cool. There's a lot more gaps that I never would have seen and never would have attempted with analog FPV signals. So yeah, my fingers are getting very cold, but that's probably just why I'm getting a little more jitter on the sticks here overall. But okay, what are the chances I can make it through this little hole? Oh, come on. Alright, we're back in action. Yeah, this take cam has been a lot of fun. Has plenty of power on 6S. Running the GemFan Pentablade props. Again, more power. And I do not have an action camera on here at the moment, but when I do, it'll be a GoPro Hero 8. So that will be very interesting because that's about 130 grams or so. But the flight times are really respectable. Again, this is 6S LiPo, therefore, what do you really expect? And it's a very low current draw setup just because we're just cruising around. We're not using it for acro bashing, but we're at 21.7 volts, which is about 3.6 volts per cell right now, which is not too bad at all. You can fly down to 3.5 volts per cell. So this thing, it's so much fun just to get up all in these cracks here. I know it's not the cleanest at the moment, but just a lot of fun all around. Get everywhere else, you can go down. Oh, nope. Yeah, wow, digital FPV. It really hasn't hit me yet because it just looks like I'm looking at GoPro footage, honestly. Like, it straight up just looks like I'm watching like a session 4 raw footage all together, which is, it's a very interesting feeling all around. But it's just nice and clear all the way out here. All the way through these trees. Let's see if we can go up. Fly up and through them. Like, look at this, guys. Wow. Lone bicycle doing something right here. We need to go and land. Alright guys, so yeah, I definitely toasted my battery a little bit at the end there. We're still at like 3.5 volts per cell, so I think we'll be fine in the long run. Definitely a cold one. I'm glad to have my gloves back on here. But I had a really good experience flying the digital system. Honestly, I thought that my reaction would be a little bit more intense. But honestly, I don't think it's hit me yet just because it feels like I'm flying through GoPro footage, and I'm taking that analog signal for granted so much now that I have all this clarity. It's just amazing, and I think in my next few flights I'll definitely begin to realize just how much of an advancement technology has been made by this DJI system. Overall, very, very happy with it. I will be continuing to make flying videos even in the cold weather here. Hopefully I'll have some more out for you here soon. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.